Right then, ladies and gents, I now have a lowered beta. Let's go get it ridden. I'm only going home, it's going to be road riding, so it's not going to be a good test of the suspension, but it'll be lovely to have a bike that I can get my feet down a little bit better on. Oh, look at that, I can get my toes down on both feet. Haha, brilliant!
Keep that bike proper size down.
Right, thank you very much, HM Racing, or H&M Racing. HM Racing, I think it is. This has, I think, transformed this bike for me. It's made it from what was an absolutely awesome, incredible motorcycle into an absolutely awesome, incredible motorcycle that now potentially fits me better. Wonderful! Oh, wow! So even now, with just having ridden it just a tiny incy wincy bit since getting the suspension dropped, I have more confidence in this instantaneously. The fact that I can tippy toe both feet at the same time is something I wasn't expecting to be able to do, and that means that potentially I can be able to even flat foot one foot at least, should I need to, and definitely be able to get my foot down to dab at the occasional moment when my rider skills are not paying off properly. Glorious, glorious. So they gave me a little fact sheet with all the suspension settings that they've put in and the height differences that they've made and all that sort of stuff, so it's quite comprehensive. They also suggested that my rear spring is possibly on the hard side for my weight, which is nice to hear, very flattering, thank you. And I might benefit from putting a softer spring on there, so we'll see how I get on. Once this stupid thing is all fixed up and my wrist is working properly and got full strength, then I shall be hitting some lanes, hitting them hard, maybe not crashing. Crashing is bad. So even with knobbles, it's lovely riding along these country lanes, and actually being on a bike like this is even nicer because you can see above most of the hedges. I can't see above this one on my left, but I can see above most of the hedges, and you get to be nosy into all the greenery that's all around you. Quite lovely. Recently I put a post up on a couple of my social medias, Facebook and Twitter I think it was, asking what video people wanted to see for the week I'm recording this one here, and the majority of the votes were for a Moto Guzzi video. But the video didn't do incredibly well, or it didn't do as well as I was expecting it to. I don't think that's a fault of those who voted, not at all. I just think that I've done so many spannery videos with my Moto Guzzi that people are possibly a little bit bored of them. So hopefully, once my wrist gets a little bit better, we shall return to more riding vids. I just want to take it all quite easy up until August though. I don't want to push myself, because having that track day over at Brands Hatch means I want all the strength. I want all the strength in my wrist to be returned, and if that means I have to sacrifice a few weeks of riding to get that done, so be it. Sheep! On my personal Facebook page, a memory came up the other day of 10 years ago since I had my Husqvarna supermoto. I had the SM510R, and it was a blooming lovely bike that was. Should never have sold it, especially not for that Ducati that I really never got on with. because I'm technically still running this in, I've still not felt this bike with full throttle. I've still not given it the beans. I'm very much looking forward to. Not that I'll be able to actually ride it full throttle on the road particularly, because it will blow up probably, and not because I'm good enough to ride it in the dirt on full throttle. But it'll be nice to just be able to give it a good old twisting and release all the ponies. Release all the ponies. This front end felt weird along here when I was dropping the bike off. It's just weaving. Wasn't doing it earlier. Don't know what's causing it. Just knobbles and not fun on the road. I've completely lost my train of thought. I've no idea what's going on in my little brain at the moment. Not a lot, it would seem. It's bloody marvellous to get out on the motorcycle though. It really is. Even though I'm getting a little bit of a wobble on. Need to work out what that's all about. Well, it does seem like I've run out of things to say. I'm probably sure that you're very glad of that. Massive thank you to HM Racing for sorting out my little beta that I can now actually call a little beta, because it's little. They do K-Tech suspension there as well, so I might well take my Moto Guzzi over to them and get them to give the front forks a service on that, because it's well overdue. I've not had them done at all, and it has done a track day and about 5,000 miles. I don't know, I can't remember how many miles was on it when I got them fitted. But yeah, it's definitely well overdue. The gear change on this with more current footwear is really quite tough, so I'm hoping I haven't bent the gear linkage on that. We'll have a look. It's not my week, it's not my month even for gear linkage breakages, damn it. And on that positive note, if you haven't done so already, please do click that subscribe button. And if you like this video, if you like my new lowrider beta, please give this video a little thumbs up. And if you don't, and you don't like me and you smell of cabbage and whey, you can always give it a little thumbs down. We don't mind, we don't care, whatever's. But whatever you do, please do drop in a comment. I love hearing from you. And if you are riding, ride safe, take care, and I shall catch you all in the next one. Bye bye for now.
Keep that rubber sign down. You know, you gotta keep that bike rubber sign down.